With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Right there. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On first down, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now he's flushed out right. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Kyler Murray set to lead this Cardinals offense, and he led them really well in Week 11. Now, it was a loss against San Francisco. That was a tough one on the road. Look at Kyler Murray's numbers, though. 24-33, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns passing, and then 67 rushing yards, and he had a score with his legs as well.
Yeah, and how about him elevating his game against the best that he sees this year? Because this San Francisco defense, one of the better ones in the league, they've only permitted a quarterback rating of 100 or better twice this year, both of them by Kyler Murray.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Now Murray throwing on second down, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Safety Adrian Amos was a free agent in 2018, and division rival Green Bay took note and brought him to Wisconsin to patrol the center of their defense and also drop down near the line of scrimmage and make some big-time plays in the running game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray going to throw, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Davis now to return it. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Now Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24, sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And it's a touchdown for the Packers. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Another possession here coming up for the Cardinals offense. Well, we talked about Kyler Murray earlier, and we said that he's been good, some of the positives going for him, but this team has now lost 4 straight, and at 3-7-1, looking like they're certainly not in the playoff mix. So maybe this is what we expected year one with a new coach and a new quarterback.
You know, what's interesting is that 3-7-1, yeah, about what we might have expected, frankly, better than what I expected. I thought this was a bad roster all the way through with a rookie head coach.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 22. After the turnover, here's Murray. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Murray, he's got a man complete. It's Clay. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He may try and run for this.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And some room to maneuver. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 98 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now let's look at David Johnson. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusion.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Mike Daniels picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. He may try and run for this. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. A final shot before half from Murray. Buying time to his left. Complete. It's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A first down carry here for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. And incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch time, watch time. Tie it right, tie it right.
You got 3 down.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray escaping the pressure right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Murray, eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Seals-Jones, touchdown Cardinals. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught at the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from the 20. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Throwing on first down is Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Rolling to his right. Looking deep. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Here we go.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. That's complete to Butler. And he gets this one inside the 15,
offside.
just a yard
Defense.
or two shy of the 10. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Kyler Murray with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Find an open receiver,
Free kick out
but
of bounds.
condensed
Kicking
near the
team.
goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field, so it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he's got room. And nothing but daylight ahead. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 55 yards. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and the pressure gets to him again. Mike Daniels able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, open man, completes it to Butler. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Kill, 6'6", pull it high.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Continuing to fight for more. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Murray, one final try, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.